What's our next one?
All right. This one's going back to Chris. Pyronic Gaming. What's more likely? Do Luca and Abdy make it to 2026 or Kathleen Kennedy does?
Ooh, woof.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Damn.
Come on.
I mean, I feel like Kathleen Kennedy's still gonna be there. I feel like she still is. Because, okay, with DeLuca and Abdy, we keep having, hey, they did this great. Wait, this is their fault. They did this great. This is their fault. We have this kind of back and forth that keeps happening, which is what should happen. You should be able to own your wins and your losses, something that a lot of people have not always afforded Kathleen Kennedy, where it's Star Wars is bad because of her, and anytime Star Wars is good, it's because she wasn't involved, which is not true. But I feel like she's still going to stick around, especially since after we talked about the retirement thing, that really wasn't in the cards at this time. I feel like we've got another year or so of her in there. So maybe the dynamic duo who I really enjoy over at Warner Brothers are going to be the ones who go the way of the dodo.
I'm going to go the other way.
Okay.
I think it's more likely that DeLuca and Abdy are still there running Warner Brothers. And I think for a couple of reasons. One, they were still rolled out on stage at CinemaCon.
Yeah.
That's not a small thing. Like, I think if David Zaslav was like imminently getting ready to pull the trigger of firing them, I don't think he rolls them out on stage at CinemaCon. So there was that. Number two, they're about to have the first $1 billion film of the year with Minecraft.
And Sinners
tomorrow,
is there. Yeah.
And tomorrow they've got Sinners opening.
They got a
will be
99% on the tomato meter.
which will be a back-to-back wins for them. Plus, they've got a couple of other really interesting looking things coming out this year.
Yeah.
Whereas with Kathleen Kennedy, I think there's a 50-50, 40-60. I think there's a 40-60 chance Star Wars Celebration is kicking off. I think there's a 40-60 chance she announces she's stepping down at that. So, because that is the friendliest audience in the world, is being at Star Wars Celebration. And I think she's going to want to have her. I can already see it. It's a wrestling thing, but I can see it happening. She'll announce her retiring. Then you're going to have an auditorium of 3,000 fans going, "Thank you, Kathy," and they'll give her.
And half of them will be Japanese, so they'll be very polite. They won't scream,
so
"Yay!"
The Japanese and Canadian audience will be very, very polite.
Golf claps.
And so again, I think there's a 40-60 chance it happens this week, but I would say it's more likely. And to Chris's points, it's possible they're both still there at the beginning of 2026, but I think it's more likely that DeLuca and Abdy will still be there in 2026. Rob, what about you?
I agree. And I think DeLuca and Abdy are playing the long game, whereas Kathleen Kennedy, she's got it. Why not go out with Andor? There's no more Star Wars coming out for a while. They've got the animated series, the Underworld series coming, but they got Andor with 12 episodes that are supposed to be great. She can, and there's no movie in the horizon.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
By the way, I'm seeing some people in the live chat who are totally misunderstanding this thing. They say, you're crazy, John. The Star Wars fans won't say thank you. Star Wars fans who go to Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah, these people love Star Wars.
You've clearly never been there. It's an extremely friendly crowd.
Yeah.
It's a very, like the
not
crowd,
online trolls. We're talking about.
It's not the online mom's basement dweller gutter chugs that are going. It's like when you go to these things, like especially Star Wars Celebration, I've been to several of them. I'm getting an odd look from people.
There are so many phrases that come up on the show that I'm like,
what does that mean?
What?
I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Anyway, but when you're at Star Wars Celebration, it is a super, super friendly audience. It's that percentage of the audience that is super, super receptive and friendly. It's not a minor thing that it was at that Hayden Christensen made his return at a Star Wars Celebration.
Oh, yeah.
And got incredibly embraced and loved. And I think that's the reception. That may not be the reception of Star Wars fans as a whole.
Yeah.
But if Kathleen Kennedy at Star Wars Celebration specifically announced her retirement there, that is the friendliest place to do it, and she will get a very warm reception.
I was just going to say, you got to be a special kind of jerk to pay money to go to Star Wars Celebration to boo the people who have made things happen. Do whatever you want with your money, but dang.
I wouldn't do it there. These are people who cry whenever they show a new Star Wars trailer. Yeah. So, yeah.
Do you know they have a hot toy of a cherry blossom stormtrooper that's an exclusive?
Tell us about it, Rob.
I'm not kidding. I wish somebody would help a brother out. Because I would
Yeah.
really like one.
You guys should help a brother out. Why are you selfish?
Cherry
Give
blossom.
things to
I want a
Rob.
cherry blossom stormtrooper.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.